Let's start by defining our validate input function. This function simulates the process of validating the input or sending an API request. In a real-world scenario, you would replace the console log statement with actual logic, such as checking the input against certain criteria or sending it to a server to check its validity. Next, we introduce a debounce function. This is where the magic happens. The debounce function takes the function you want to debounce and the delay as parameters. It uses a timer to delay the execution of the function. Every time the returned function is called, it clears the previous timer and sets a new one. If our function is called again before the delay has elapsed, the timer resets. This means the function will only be invoked after the delay period has passed without any new calls. Here, we're selecting our search input element from the DOM and creating a debounced version of the validate input function. We pass in our validate input function and a delay of 500 milliseconds. What this means is that after the user stops typing for half a second, the input will then be validated. Finally, we attach an event listener to our search input. We listen for the input event, which fires every time the user types, deletes, or otherwise modifies the input value. When this event occurs, we call our debounced validate function with the current value of the input field. Because of our earlier debounce function, this will only trigger the validation process if there's been a pause in typing of at least 500 milliseconds.